Hi and welcome to How to Fuck Up Your Guitar with Igor of Dreamslane. So today's guitar is the Harley Benton S3 that has been with me on tour and is going to become my backup guitar. For it to be my backup guitar, I want to change out the tuners because I'm not quite happy with them. If you remember my review from when I first bought this, I already then mentioned that I would consider it. So now I've got this Gotoh machine tuners. Hopefully are also locking tuners, because that's what I ordered, but who knows what's in the box. And we're also going to switch out the bridge here for a tremolo bar. Let's get to it. So we're already facing the first problem to open the plastic that came with the tuners. Hopefully we'll have a screwdriver inside here, or even better some tongs to cut the tape with. So in here you get some strange metal rod, and let's see if there is an explanation for it. It's to remove the old bushings with a hammer. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. So as you can see, these and these are the same type, so hopefully they'll just slide right in. And for this I'm just going to cut all the strings. I'm just going to pick a little screwdriver and do this by hand, I think. And that's an instant regret situation, so I'm going to get a screwdriver for this. And it fell on the floor and disappeared forever. This one we will need later, so let's hang on to that. Just turning it a bit so you can see what I do. And then I'm placing my fingers in the way so you can't. So once again, the point of filming this is to show you that anyone can do this. There's no magic to it. My plan is to reuse these screws instead of starting on new screws. So let's see if these fit. So these are Gotoh SD60SL locking tuners, so hopefully they'll work as locking tuners. That's one of the things I really want when I have a tremolo system on. And now we get to see if the holes fit. Yeah, kind of barely. I think we will say it's good enough. Me looking for screws is apparently going to be the theme of the day. And the problem with finding it is that I'm sitting in the room where the rabbits live, which means there's a lot of stuff on the floor. Guess I'll just have to find them later. what I wanted to test out was if there's any difference between the old and the new rings here. I can put on, and these are a bit bigger, which means I would have to make bigger holes if I want to use them. I really can't be bothered to do that, so we'll just reuse the old. Okay, so remembering these are the olds, we're not using them. These are the news, which we should be using. Just want to do one side first here. There we go, one side finished. So these are supposed to be self-locking, which I have no idea how it would work, to be honest. I hope there is a user's manual explaining that. Now we're going to have a little interlude with me searching for a screw on the floor. And apparently having to give up. I guess we'll have to use one of the new screws after all. Time to do the second half here. And again, I'm not doing this because I'm particularly good at it. I'm doing it because you don't have to be. And that was the second screw. Okay, but that one I can at least see where it landed. Yeah, and I can hear there's a little helper around. Maybe you even get to see her later on screen. Right? Oh, she's trying to eat the camera stand instead. That's okay. That's okay. Do you want to taste my guitar? Doesn't taste good, does it? No, it tastes horrible. So let's just use one of the screws from here for now. And this cord are a lot thicker as well. Let's do a last ditch effort to find the original screws. There it was. Yeah. So with a little help from my bunny here. Nadia. Nadia. Yeah, no, she's too shy to come out on cam, but at least she helped me find the screw. So that's nice. Get it in, the last one. So, great. We've done the first part, and probably the most inconvenient part to do, but it went quite quicker than I expected it to go. Nadia, don't be camera shy. Well, you can't have everything. Hopefully this was the way it went. Have to check that later. These are just screw out. See, they're quite long. Just putting these away. So I have another tremolo here. So I have to check how the spring here is attached. It doesn't seem much attached at all. So I guess it's just pushing it in and hoping for the best, which I'm not completely happy about. But yeah, seems quite solid over there. Just place it here. And hopefully these will fit right in. And if we now find out that the spacing is wrong, I will be terribly disappointed. I think we make this work somehow. This is very strange. This is extremely strange. But I suspect the reason for this is that Gibson and some other brands do everything in inches, while anything made in like in China, Taiwan, Korea and so on uses centimeters. But it still means I should have the part here somewhere, and the part is supposed to have square heads, so that should be the part. I wonder if we simply will have to put these back in. It will not look as pretty, but it will work. So, not ideal. We should have been using these two. But at this point I don't care. It will not be in the way, and that's all I really care about now. So yeah. The deed is done. Now it's just to get strings on this one. I don't think we need to film that. You've already seen me put strings on things. So as a little bonus you get to see my little helper here. So this is one of 3 rabbits we have living with us. Can you just stretch? Oh yeah. So good. Thank you for watching. Stay heavy metal.